Well, oh my goodness. Well, I got here one time. Don't know if anyone's around yet. We'll see. Nobody's good. Nobody's been waiting for me. Yeah, good. No one's been hanging out for me. Yay. Great. Okie doke. Well, let's have a look. Yeah, we've got all that set up now, so that's about it, isn't it? I'll leave you with a bit of music while I just get myself organised. Hang on. What are we doing with this? Yeah, we're alright for batteries for a bit. Yeah, so there we go. Could be quite interesting, I don't know. It could be total bullshit, you know. That's what we like to do. Total bullshit and tripe. Hello, Scarborough. How are you, my dear? How are you, ma'am? You okay? So I'm talking bollocks at the moment. I'm just trying to fire myself up for a night of complete and utter total mayhem. If I can manage it. So yeah, fasten your safety belts. It could get kind of interesting. So let's have a look. So we'll do this. Yeah, there we go. Give you a big up. Yeah, good man. It's good to hear. And what's it say? Face and heart shape. Hello, David. I face red heart shape. What's that mean? It's a weird one. Doing all right for a cold April day night. Yeah. Ooh. There you go. That's cool. Now we get a few more in. Might have a laugh. So you can come up, you know, if you want and talk to us. I've never spoke to you in person. That'd be cool as shit. If you just click on the link, it should be up there. It should work. If you get bored of this music, I'll put something else on. It's rather a boring one. It's kind of weird. Big doom and gloom in it kind of sound. It's that emoji description, what does that mean? What? Oh, right, yeah. Cool. Oh dear. How's things anyway with you? Apart from being a bit oh right, oh you're doing the emoji description, I get it. Face red, heart shape, got you, yeah, I see what you mean. I thought you got some sunburn or some shit like that. But your heart was in good shape anyway, you know, I thought that was what you're saying, something like that. Anyway, I've put some better music on. Some weirder music. Something completely different. There we go, I'll put this on. Shut up. Shut that up. Yeah, what's that? The meditation drum, what hertz are you playing at? Oh, you mean this one? Well, basically, I think it's tuned to normal tuning now. So it'll be 440, won't it? Because they changed it from what was it 432? I can't remember now. It's gone on my mind for some reason. It should be 432 hertz, isn't it? The best one. Yeah, 432 was the original tuning for all the orchestras, and then in 1933 it would be, wouldn't it? It was something to do with the Rockefeller, interfering fellas, and they changed it to 440, which is kind of a more aggressive tone. It makes people a bit more edgy and shit like that. It's less in harmony with the kind of resonant frequency of the earth, you know what I mean, kind of thing. You know what I mean? They've also got that love frequency 528. That's a good one. That's a good one as well. So the 432, I think it is, and 552. Is it 528? Yeah, 528. That's the love frequency sort of thing, and I think the Schumann resonance of the earth is 432, but I might be wrong. Come on. Carry on. Anyway. Yeah. Anyway, anyone want to get up and have a discussion? And we can kind of like get things rolling. I haven't got me here. What's going on here? Can't hear nothing. All right. I can only hear myself, can't I? That's obviously annoying. I'm expecting to hear someone's voice come out other than my own. You know what I mean? Which is obviously via my own, you know, my own stupid gob. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Right, what we're going to do, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to play some of this drum? Do that if you want. I can tell you what key it's in. It's in key of C sharp. What is it, C minor? No, I think it's C sharp. Yeah, so we'll play a bit of that if you want. It's a bit difficult to kind of get the camera organised on it. Turn that one down, I'll pause that one for a minute. Pause that one, and pause that one, and where's it gone? I need something to prop this up, because otherwise it won't stay sort of level. There's the UFO, I call it, which is called a hand pan. That's the name of it, a hand pan. It's kind of a UFO shaped thing. I think that'll do for now. Sounds I've not long woke up actually, to be honest. So that's you still here, Scarborough. That's nice of you saying that. Yeah, that's cool, man. Thank you very much. What can we say? Yeah. Hello, I'm fine. Okay, cheers. What do you want? Oh, sorry. Hang on. I forgot to give you that. Sorry about that. Yeah. Sorry about that. I know. I have to check lights and stuff like that because I'm still in the damn hospital. So, you know, I went out for a cigarette, which wasn't a cigarette. What I do is I smoke parsley, you know. When I'm a bit stressed, I smoke a bit of parsley, but there's no nicotine in it. So, you know, you don't have to worry about getting cravings. It's not a craving, it's just kind of like something to do. Kind of like every now and again I do that, but it's fine. You know, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, it's allergen free. It's organic. You know, it costs £1 for 30 grams of it, and if you buy a 30-gram pouch of tobacco, it'll cost you about £17 on here in England. Pathetic. That's a lot of money. That's the cheapest one, cheapest, nastiest one, and you pay a lot more for a dearer one, about £20-odd. You know, £22, something like that. So yeah, it's mad as anything. I mean, it's just a scam. It's leaves, isn't it? You know, some of the biggest scams going, isn't it? And it's really bad for your health, like fluoride and everything. I mean, it's pathetic. You know, like I said, fluoride was, you know, good for your teeth, and they said cigarettes was good for your lungs, didn't they, in the old adverts? Such a pathetic shit. You know, why does anyone brush their teeth with that filthy fucking garbage, toxic waste from the aluminium industry, basically? That's what it is. And look what the aluminium's doing to our atmosphere now. You know, it's disgusting. Yeah. No, you don't want any nicotine vapes either. You don't know what the hell's in them apart from the vape stuff. But I did see some information somewhere. I'm not sure it was a video or whether I googled it on something else. I can't remember. Or on a, it might have been on a kind of censorship-free channel, and it said that actually breathing in these the toxins, whatever they are, there's some quite bad toxin in the vape stuff. It's not good for you, but if you know, like do you ever vape yourself, Scarborough? Oh, that's no good. Starting smoking again after 3 years. Now, what she should have done is got some parsley. Yeah, and then she wouldn't have had any craving of the fuck all. You have a parsley, and you just have one. You don't feel like another one 20 minutes later, do you? You just might have 2 or 3 a day, and you're fine. You know, if you don't, you know, some days you don't even have any. So it's just silly that. Tell her my idea. Anyway, as far as vapes go, if you were to, well, people who use vape machines, they often overfill them, right? And they get a little bit of vape juice in the mouth when they suck on them. So they're getting that in the mouth, and that's supposed to be bad for you according to the bottle, right? It says, if swallowed, contact your poison centre or whatever, you know, blah, 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 blah. Well, that's a little twaddle, because what I found out is that if you were to ingest it, in other words, put a couple of drops, you know, on your hand and then lick your hand, that way you get nicotine, which you could easily get if you just overfilled your thing anyway, just a little bit, right? But if it's, and the thing is with your stomach, it's got hydrochloric acid in it, and it neutralizes or kills off all the bad shit that's in the thing, other than the nicotine, obviously. Yeah, which is bad anyway, nicotine. But nicotine's kind of like a drug that's kind of fairly neutral in a way. It's the other stuff that's with the nicotine and the tobacco that's bad. But so what I'm saying is when you smoke a vape, it's going into your lungs. Now, obviously, in your lungs, you don't have hydrochloric acid, otherwise it just melt your lungs, doesn't it? You know what I mean? But in your stomach, it's a totally different story. It'll kill off any of those bad things. But if you're vaping all the time, those things in your lungs, whatever they are, the bad chemicals, whatever it is, hydropropyl, this, that, and the other, whatever the hell the shit's called in the vape stuff, that, you know, just resides in your lungs for God knows how long, and it's not destroyed. You know, it's not neutralized. So, you know, it's actually better. It's really weird. Yeah, nicotine is a poison. I mean, tobacco itself was used as an insecticide. At one time, people used to put it in greenhouses, you know, mix it up, mix loads of leaves and shit, and stir it up in a bucket and sieve it and put it in one of them, sort of like a bicycle pump thing, you know, like a brass thing, a bicycle pump that's kind of atomized it and squirt it out. You squirt it on your tomatoes in your greenhouse and you kill all the green flies and shit like that. Well, you know, not necessarily green flies wouldn't necessarily be that bad for what's name, but whatever they are, you know, the bad, really bad ones for tomatoes, you know, or whatever. But yeah, I suppose you need to, I mean, at least it's a natural insecticide, isn't it? Because it's a natural plant, isn't it? Nicotine. but it's not something you should be smoking. Just because deadly nightshades are a natural thing, it doesn't mean you should be eating it, does it? You know. And also, you know, the what's it called? The destroying angel. That's a natural plant. It's a kind of a mushroom. And that's, it's a mushroom. And that is, well, I don't know, a couple of them, and you're in another dimension. I'm not saying you die. I don't think anyone dies. I don't believe in that. It's bullshit. If you think about it, if you die, then what are you then? What were you before you lived? You just have to work it out. You know, it's easy, really. It's easy. What were you before you lived? Can anyone answer that question? Because I know exactly what you were. Because I worked it out years ago. I wonder. Nice to see you again. Oh, brilliant. Oh, just lovely to see you, Wanda, love. Yeah. I know I don't visit you that much. You know, I'm still in bloody hospital, you know. Give me a bit of latitude. When I finally get out of this bloody place, I'll be a lot more free to kind of, you know, do things. I get pissed around by the system here and all that. You saw I'm just now banging on my door because didn't hand the lighter back in after I'd been out for a cigarette. You know, well, then the cigarette, I was just explaining to Scarborough that I smoke parsley leaves, dried parsley, which has got no nicotine in it. It doesn't give you any craving, but it just, you know, if you've been a smoker for, like I have, for donkey's years, and you've given up tobacco, then it's something that's sort of comforting in a way, but it's not really comforting. It's just something, I don't know, I feel like you're fulfilling that habit, but you don't actually get any craving off it or anything. There's no craving for nicotine or anything. Is my ceiling swirling about? I'm not moving at all, you know. I'm sure the ceiling's moving on its own. Just noticed I'm walking around in circles a lot. It's really strange. Anyway, yeah, what's he saying here? I forgot what point. The point I was making about, what were you? Can anyone answer me that? What were you before you were born? See, it ties in with what you could be after you die. Do you get what I mean? It's the same. It's exactly the same thing. Yeah. So you don't have to worry about death, because before you were born, you didn't exist, and when you die, apparently you don't exist. Hang on a second, but you've always had that thing. You've always been something, haven't you? Right? Before you were born, before your grandmother, your grandfather, your mum, your dad, your great ancestors and all that lot, before any of them lot, even before the first man and the first woman. And obviously what came first, the first chicken or the first egg? You know what I mean? It's just crazy. So what we were was a simple word, beginning with P, potential. And that's what the planet is, isn't it? You know, the planets come from, you know, a ball of fire, if you like, a fireball, massive fireball, you know. And what's it got now? Abundant life. And that's come out of the potential of something that's just a miracle. And that's why I believe in miracles. You know what I mean? In creation. Life itself. I don't subscribe to Bibles particularly and stuff like that and all that, although I respect Christians that actually believe in something but they actually do good things. I don't like Christians who just say, oh, we're just waiting for Jesus to sort everything out and all that lot. Yeah, it's a load of baloney, that, isn't it? You know what I mean? How long have people been cowering in the bunkers and all that lot, you know, while the bombs are dropping, you know, praying to Jesus to come and save them? Oh, Jesus will be coming in a minute because it's the end of the world because the bombs are dropping like hell, you know. So, you know, you could be in Crimea, you could be in, you know, I don't know, all the wars that's ever been, you know. You'd be crying and all that lot, you know, you'd be crying out for God, for, you know, there's no such thing as an atheist in a foxhole, is there? That's what they say. And you know, it's a natural thing to do that, but the thing is, it's not happened, has it? And it's not going to happen. So, should we be looking for a saviour, or should we save ourselves? You know, I think we should save ourselves, you know, because, you know what I mean? All this tyranny's gone on for centuries and centuries, millennia. Tyranny after tyranny, slavery, people, you know, slave trade, everything, you know, the Indians' land stolen off them. Yeah, everything, all the rapes and pillages and all that lot, all the child abuse, all the horrible shit that's going on now. You know, and God's turning a blind eye. Hang on a minute. What's going on? You know? How can he believe in divine intervention? Yeah, when? It's okay saying that, isn't it? You know, people believed in divine intervention, you know, when they were in the trenches in the First and Second World War, trenches in the First World War, and the trenches in Vietnam, you know, and in the Second World War, you know, divine intervention's going to happen, you know, because, you know, it's getting very close to the end of the world, and it's apocalyptic, nation shall rise against nation, and will be the four horses, war, famine, pestilence, and death. We know all that. But the thing is, they're all here right now. It's the Third World War's already started. It's been going on for about 20 years, if not longer. It's certainly ramped up now, and it's a war on all of us now. It's a war on humanity itself. So if humans can't save themselves, can God really save us? You know, if, you know, God, which is obviously an inversion of the word dog, I'm not calling God a dog, but I'm saying it's a typical kind of thing that the power structure would name something, or, you know, because they do everything back to front. Everything they do is kind of back to front, sideways and upside down, ups down, downs up, as above so below, you know, backwards forwards, you know, left right paradigm, you know what I mean? Politics and all that lot, you know, the illusion of choice and all that lot. Native warriors who were making changes against the Union Army without getting hit by any bullets. Mind over matter. Maybe it's interesting thought, that. But maybe they were just lucky, you know, and the thought, you know, was there. When you say native warriors, which ones are you talking about? You talking about the Confederates, the Confederate, what's it called? Driving forward on the horses, yeah. Yeah, you had the, you know, the war, you know, I mean, they say that was manufactured as well, the actual, the thing there. You had Britain interfering with it all, didn't you? You know, obviously. It's just nuts, and then you had the French in there as well. So, I don't know. It's complicated, all that. I don't know. But as far as religion goes, I don't, you know, I can't be bothered with established religion. You know what I mean? I'm not saying Jesus wasn't a person. He could have well have been a person, no idea. But whatever's in the Bible, you've got to question. It's only a version. Yeah? King James version. And what would King James allow in, and what would he leave out of the damn Bible? Excuse me, I shouldn't call it the damn Bible. It's a bit blasphemous, I guess. But, you know, what would he add what would he allow in, and what would he not allow in, and what would he add on? You know? I mean, it's ridiculous. It says thou shalt not kill, incredibly enough. And what do? Kill, kill, kill all the time. So they're not they've allowed that in, but you know what I mean? They say things like, we've got democracy. Hang on a minute, no we don't. Doesn't matter who you vote for, government still gets in every damn time, don't they? Every damn time they get in. Still the same power structure. It doesn't matter whether you vote for whichever stripe you vote for, it's still the same routine. And for a little while, you know, you might have some redress from the, previous regime, whoever it was, whichever president it might be. They're all bad, all the damn lot of them, even Kennedy, JFK. Yeah, we know he got shot, and we're very sorry about that. But he's not a perfect person, not at all. He wasn't perfect at all. Far from it. I mean, he was conned by this space malarkey himself, wasn't he? He made a big speech about going into space, which they never got to. Of course they didn't. If the Russians could have got there, they would have done, but they weren't stupid enough to pretend that they went through the Van Allen radiation belt, because they just weren't that deceptive as the American kind of, advertising people or whatever, you know what I mean? So they weren't quite as disingenuous, you know what I mean? They were a lot more honest. They got the first satellite in space, Sputnik. They got Laika, the dog, into space, and then they got the man into space, Yuri Gagarin. If anyone was going to get to the moon first, the Russians were streets ahead of America. America panicked and then thought, what can we do, to up this? And Americans, obviously the scientists, really knew that it was impossible to get out of space. So, they'd pretend they were in outer space from inner space, which is from orbit, which you can get to, but you can't go to outer space because of the Van Allen belt. It'll just fry you. It's a big microwave, if you like. It's a massive, huge microwave machine, sort of circular microwave going around the Earth. It just totally fry anything. That's, they can get probes through it and send a probe off to, I don't know, Venus or somewhere, or a probe off to, the outer limits of whatever, the nebula and all that jazz, whatever, what's it called, solar system, John. You can get one of them. That's easy peasy, because nobody actually on board. Anyway, I'll have to read what you've been saying, because you think angels are real. Well, I think spirits are real, yeah, certainly. I mean, the American Indians believed in spirits, and I believe in spirits. I believe in the great spirit of the earth. But, I don't know what it is. I don't think it's called God. I think it's the great spirit. I think that's the spirit that's in all of us. It's the human spirit, isn't it? If we're made in the image of the Creator, whoever that was, then we're humans, aren't we? What's that? Yes, recalling the television show Star Trek, The Next Generation, showing what happens when stuck in the Van Allen belt. What did it say? You get fried. What did it say? Did he say? If you're stuck in the Van Allen belt, it sounds like you're stuck in a microwave, What happened with the Van Allen belt? I think where does it begin? It begins about 350 miles, maybe it might be 450, something like that, above the Earth. So something like that. So basically, if you're going into orbit, you've got to stay below that 250 miles above the earth, whatever it is, you know, and you can go round and round and round many times you want. It'll be no problem, as long as you've, you know, planned for enough food on board and all that lot. You know, that's fine, isn't it? But you can't actually go any further. So they had to fake it. And that's what's so good about that film, Bart Sibrel's film, Something Happened on the Way to the Moon. Have you seen that one? It's absolutely brilliant film. Have you seen it? Something Happened on the Way to the Moon. Bart Sibrel, he's got his own YouTube channel. You can watch it on there. All right, yeah, they were burning up to get the heck out of there. Exactly, yeah. Exactly, so obviously whoever wrote Star Trek is cool. She's pretty cool, you know what I mean? He's trying to sort of blow the gaff on the lie of the bullshit space moon conquering job, you know, exploration of space. Yeah. So it's all completely nuts. You know, so people believe fluoride's good for the teeth, they believe we went to the moon, they believe the government's got their best interests at heart, you know, they believe, you know, I don't know, what else do they believe? Tobacco's good for the lungs, they used to believe. What did they used to say on the adverts now? Something like, oh, I don't know, the fresh, cool mountain breeze of the smoke or something. It was some menthol cigarette they brought out. Oh, yeah, fresh as a mountain breeze or something like that it was. And because you were sucking in menthol, I mean, if I can, on my, in my cigarettes, which I make out of parsley, sometimes I put a couple of menthol crystals, just a couple, you don't need many, sprinkle just one or two in it, and you smoke it, and yeah, fresh as a mountain breeze, you know, it's like you're getting fresh air, you know. It's all right, a bit of menthol in your chest. It's got an antiseptic quality menthol. So, yeah, good stuff. You know, we like the menthol crystals that you put in hot water and you put a towel over your head, and you put them in a bowl of hot water, put a towel over your head and sniff it and all that. Breathe it in, you know, when you've got a bad chest. And it loosens up all the crap on your chest and that helps you breathe and that. It's good. Yeah. Wow. How long have we been going for? Don't know. Half an hour. Yeah, that's gone quick, isn't it? It's gone really quick. Where's Wanda gone? Is she still around? Are you still there, Wanda? I've got 3 people listening. 2 from MI5. Or is it MI2 and 3/8? I don't know how they keep changing their names. They're on to me, aren't they? Yeah. Oh, the moles. Yeah. Well, you know. I haven't signed the Official Secrets Act, so I can officially state what I found out through unofficial channels. Yay. Yes, exactly. Freedom of speech. Sacrosanct, I think. Should be, isn't it? Obviously, they're trying to stop all that. Wow, how? It's Leslie. Lovely to see you. Chamomile used by my parents in hot water towel over their heads to inhale the vapors for colds. I never thought of chamomile. I know you can use chamomile. What was it called? Chamomile. Oh, it's chamomile tea, isn't it? Yeah, it's good for your nerves. Ah, yeah, there, Leslie. My name's David, you silly girl. I'm not going to call you Les, am I? You wouldn't like that. David. I can't put you up the screen and tell you to write my proper name. Do you know why I prefer David to Dave? Because it's 2 syllables, you see. So when you hear someone say, Hi, Dave. Said be down. Where they say, hi, David. And it's go, doo-doo. You know what I mean? It gives you a bit more of a buzz. So, you know, I used to get tired of certain... Well, it was a sister of mine. She, you know, when she was in a foul mood, I'd ring up and she'd go, hi, Dave. And I just knew she didn't want to speak to me, so I was like, all right, hello. Alarm's gone off, and then she'd be gone. Yeah. There you go, Leslie. Inhale, 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 and breathing in the poisons. Yeah. Anyway, I think the mole's gone now because I've got Scarborough and Leslie here. And the mole's, I don't know, he's gone to make another hill somewhere, you know. He's gone to tunnel, gone into the underground bunker. That's scuffling underground. Yeah, they're all going now, aren't they? What's up? That's what's up. Nothing. Nothing's up. I'm up at what time is it? 4:39 in the morning. That's what time it is. I'll show you this crazy clock of mine. Actually, it's quite interesting. I bought it about 3 weeks ago in a charity shop, and they only wanted £1 for it. Didn't know if it worked or not. Anyway, so I took it home and sussed it out. Got it going. And well, I ended up giving her £4 for it because it was I don't know, it was some kids' charity or a hospice or something. And I had £4, and I thought, you know, well, it probably will work. And it did work. So there we go. Watch this one. Watch this now. Can you see this? See that thing there? It looks like a propeller. Hang on. It's really strange, this. Oh, hang on. I can't get it lined up. Oh, yeah, there it is. Which way around does it go? I'll see what I'm doing here. Oh, was that it? It looks like a duck there, doesn't it? It's not, though. Wait till I turn it on. It's actually interesting, this. It's weird. You can sort of turn back time if you know what I mean. So, here we go. Oh, there we go. That's wicked, that, isn't it? You think of that, that's pretty awesome, isn't it? It's really strange. You make time go backwards. I'm time traveling now. Oops. It's a bit of a knack to get it to work right. I think I need like a feather or something, piece of paper. You remember when you was on your bike? You know, we used to put a clothes peg in spokes and then make this noise. So to make us sound like a motorbike. That's better, isn't it? You can see time going backwards. See what time it is down there. Yeah, I see what he said. We can't time travel. Piece of piss. Sorry, it's dead easy. It's a cinch. It's a cinch. So there you go. Pretty awesome, isn't it? That? Wait. Whoa. Oh shit. Goodness. Anyway, I've got to turn that off because it interferes with the sound, I think it was doing. Crazy that, isn't it? What do you think of that? What did you say? Oh, I couldn't look at what you... I don't mind Davies. Davies alright. Davy, that's alright. They used to call me Davy lad at work. Yeah, some of them. Yeah. Oh, fantastic. I've got to put that on. Ooh, fan. How are you, Leslie? How's the alignment? You see the clock align at the right time. It's obviously doomsday, isn't it? Very soon. I'm looking forward to it. Because you get to the next dimension there. You can't worry about it, all these idiots, you know. determined to wreck our planet, aren't they? I mean, we must try and inform people, but people are so programmed and so completely, totally hypnotized by the mainstream bullshit that they only realise when it's, you know, almost completely irretrievable situation, which it's getting to that point now, actually. So, you know, you've got the ozone layer going, you've got the planktons down in the Atlantic Ocean. They did a survey last year and it was down 90%, the plankton from what it should be. 90%, and plankton's the highest. We don't know what the Pacific's like. This is the Atlantic Ocean. It was out of Scotland University, Edinburgh University in Scotland. They did it out of there. They did loads of samples all over, the Atlantic, and we found it's down to it's down 90%. So. And planktons are number one source of oxygen, and it's trees is second, and all the other plants as well. And then you've got this, this bullshit green bollocks going on all the time, saying CO2 is the big danger. It's the bloody climate engineers the big danger. Jesus. I mean, plants breathe in CO2 and breathe out oxygen. I don't see what the big problem is. I'll have to visit the little boy's room. I don't know what to do in the meantime. Do you want to hear a bit of music? Put some music on if you want. Here we go. There we are. What's going on? It's not working. like the music. I've got more people in. It's really weird. It's really weird. As soon as I get off screen, you know, as soon as I'm on screen, everyone, ooh, stop very quickly. Let's go. Let's get out of here. Let's get some back on the bloody box again. Crazy channel. Get that bum out of here. Yeah, well, you know, I can't help it. I'm not well. I'm a sick man of Europe. I'm the sick man of Europe. That's what they called, I can't remember. They called Britain the sick man of Europe at one point. I think when the economy went down or some shit like that. Some phrase from politics way back, you know, some bullshit, you know. Bit of corporation pop, you know. Corporation, it's not a corporation anymore, it's privatised pop. We used to call it corporation pop when we were kids. When you didn't get a bottle of pop, you got a bottle of pop is like a bottle of fizzy drink. You used to call it pop, and now they call it tap water. It was tap water. We used to call corporation pop because it was the water board, the local corporations. You know, now it's massive corporations now, isn't it? Rebecca, hello. What's this pushing and gravy? What's that? Pudding meant that's a very sweet. Is that fairy or fiery? That's what I'm looking at. I've got some muck on my screen. Give one if you haven't. Oh, a thumbs up. That's cool. It's kind of it. I don't think it's that brilliant tonight, really. Nice to see you guys, though, you know. Turn it down a bit. Oh, dear. I don't know. Oh, it's happened me earlier. I was walking the doggies. Oh, you mean me or someone else? Oh, right. What's going on with these comments? I can't see all the comments. I can't see the previous comments. It's weird. Maybe it'll show them later on if it comes up. I don't know. I can't see any of Scarborough's comments. Have all disappeared. Hooked to this virtual reality machine. Anything here perceived as programmed. Yes, this is the virtual reality machine, known as the swirling centrifugal whirlpool of total madness. Of course, it has to be total, isn't it? Can't have slightly mad people around. Slightly mad people send you slightly over the top. It's supposed to go totally over there, isn't it? Just totally flip. Yeah. I don't know what to say. I wish somebody would jump up, click that link. I don't know where the pissing link's gone. I might have to post it again because I can't see it on here. It's not on here. I don't know why. More. Post a comment. Hello. Hello. Please. Me on screen. Da, da, da. Wait a minute, hang on. Guests. Guests. Copy. Bring more. Post comment. It should be on there now. Where is it? Oh, it's not come up. What's the matter with that shit? Someone pissed around with this. It should have come up. There's some shenanigans going on there. What's this Kai cons? What are you on about? Where's the bloody thing gone? Why can't I see it? I just posted the bloody link. I'll try it again. Guests. Invite guests. Guests can stream this to their own destination. Yeah, I don't see why that's on. Copied. Right. More. Post comment. Hold that down. Paste. Missed it. Paste. It should be up there now. Where the hell is it? It's not pasting it. It's really stupid bloody. Oh yes it has. There it is. That's it there. You see that one there? Just above you, Leslie, where it says okay. You're coming up. Come on, Leslie. Come on, be brave. Don't be a chicken shit. Come on, girl. Get up there. Get your butt up here on the screen. And then I can hear you scream. Well, no. Just don't scream at me, please don't. You can say whatever you want. You know, freedom of speech here. Never seen a link since first chatting. All right, well, there it is. I did put it up before, though, because I put it up. Oh, right. Well, I reckon what happened was I set it up. You know, I could set it up to, what do you call it? To be an upcoming performance. You know, set the, whatever you call it. You know, it's going to come on at 4 a.m. The preview, whatever. No, what do you call it? The schedule, yeah, schedule it for 4 a.m. I set that up about, I don't know, half midnight or something. So in between that, it probably disappeared. That's probably why there wasn't one. But you can come up, come and click that link, Scarborough. Come on, don't be chicken shit. Come on, somebody have some, you know, grow some cojones out there. Even you, Leslie. Come on, you know you want cojones. Come on, maybe we need someone called Tony with his cojones. Oh, his cojones. Tony's cojones, that's right. We need Tony's cojones. There must be a channel called Tony's cojones. I bet he's got some balls. I bet he comes out with some stuff. You know what I mean? Grow a pair. Come on, everyone. Grow a pair. Grow 3 or 4. Doesn't matter. I don't mind. I won't tell you how many I've got. What's this guess? Oh, someone's in the what's name? Oh, come on, Leslie. Hey, get up there. Hey, copy. Oh, come on. Why can't I get you up here? What's up with it? Why are you here? What's the matter with you? Where have you gone? Post comment. Go. What's that here? Not working, don't know why. I've already done the link thing, haven't I? Why didn't it? Oh, right a minute. It didn't really work then. One guest. Were you trying to get up then, Leslie? Oh. Because it says a 1 on it. But you're not there. Are you there? If I click on your face on here. No, that won't work. I don't know what's going on with this. It's gone weird tonight. It doesn't usually do this. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Right, add to stream. Oh, it's wicked. Right.
Hey, David.
Hello, David.
Hello there. We're all there. This is cool as shit.
Hello from across.
How you doing, Brad? It's more like it. Hey?
All I see is black screen under us.
Eh?
Black screen.
No, it's not a black
No, it's
screen.
not. He's got it split into 3 levels.
Under us.
I'm trying. Should I do it? Is there a better way of doing it? I don't know. It should be all right. You should turn your light up a bit.
It looks like there's a third person.
Yes, it's me, Scarborough.
Oh, there.
Sasquatch.
Terrible.
Yeah. He's done some
Wait,
really
you
good
got
videos.
him.
You'll have to do one of mine, mate. You've not done one of mine for a long time. I think you did do one once. Or somebody did. I know a guy, what was he called? I remember his name. He did a really good one of mine. What was he called? I can't remember his damn name. I've not seen him for ages. You know, some people you don't see for ages, and then suddenly, oh, there they are. Oh shit, right, I miss you, man. You know, yeah. How's things, Scarborough, bro?
Oh, doing good, doing good.
Yeah.
The weather's a little rough, but we're doing all right.
You must see the man behind the magic.
What's that?
Nice to see the man behind the magic.
Finally, eh? Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's cool.
Right on.
You've seen my kite plenty of times.
Yeah,
You know,
of course, of course.
Pardon?
I mostly do the sky and the land, you know. I know I need to put myself in front of the camera more often.
Yeah, of course you do. Because
I
you
was
get
shy
out
when I was
there,
a kid, so, you know, it's slowly
But you
getting
should have
confident.
You should have turned your t-shirt inside out, though, I think. But I'm a bit like that. I don't like advertising anybody, you know what I mean?
Right.
That's why I got my hat now, you see. It's now on it. It's just
Right
got
on.
a stripe on it. Cost me £3.
Cool.
It's pure cotton. It's really good, well made. £3. And it does the job. Oh, let's just go to Avatar.
No, I just have to plug it in.
Yeah, you look cool there, anyway.
I'm looking for the plug.
The plug
Found it. To the phone. I'm at 5%, it said.
All right. Oh, you want to?
Okay, I'm plugged in now.
Oh, cool. You're back on. Yeah, your power's gone down. Yeah, got you. I better plug mine in. Yeah, I'm pretty low.
Interrupted my smoking.
You smoking some weed? Usually
Yeah.
Smoker.
Oh, shit. There it is. I just got 2 O's yesterday.
Got two
Wow.
what?
Right on. Wow.
You got two,
I got cookies and oh,
Got the latest.
Dope cake.
oops.
Dope cookies.
Cookies and cream.
Cookies and
Glue the two glues together.
oh, that's the cookies.
God, you know.
And
Your glues
To
are
be honest with you, I've never really got into it.
Really?
Yeah.
Bruiser OG.
There's nowhere to glue it on.
It's called Bruiser OG.
Bruiser.
Yeah,
What is that?
that's the strain. The Bruiser OG.
Wow.
And
What does the OG stand for?
Original.
San Fernando Valley cookies.
Right.
2 O's.
What's the main ingredient? Durban. Durban strain is the parent strain. Durban from South Africa? Sativa? Durban strain?
No, that is
Durban,
that
yeah,
is
Durban, South Africa, yeah.
Yeah, that's in the.
that is an indica,
No, it's a sativa, the Durban.
but not mine. Mine's indica.
It's probably because it's crossed with an indica. That's why.
It's a hybrid,
Yes, a hybrid. Yes.
but it's
We're all bloody
indica.
hybrids, aren't we? We're all hybrids now.
Wow.
But it's indica. It's mostly
Yes.
like when they marry them,
Indica's Indian
and
name, isn't it?
then the next one is indica.
Right. I think they're guessing, anyways. Mostly. Are they not? There's no real test to find out if it's really a sativa or an indica. They're just guessing, I think.
I think they put what the hell they like in it. Just
Well,
put a name
what
on it.
is?
How are you going to know whether it's not Thai grass or, you know? Obviously, you're going to be able to tell whether it's cooch grass or whether it's Thai grass. There's a bit of a difference. But, you know.
What is it? Indica is the real shit.
It's a very naughty problem, this weed.
But then the sativa, that's fake weed.
Making a pun.
Fake?
What?
Why is it fake?
No, isn't, because when I get too much sativa in the mix, it gives me a headache. Why does it do that?
You've overindulged.
Oh man, I can take 2 hits and it'll give me a headache.
Really? It all depends.
Like it was like a 50-50 mix, and I was like, oh, my head.
I don't know. It depends. Not everything agrees with you. Same with food or water.
But then when I had like 10% sativa, the rest indica, no headache.
Right. I understand what you're saying. That was like the skunk weed from the 80s. That gave me a headache all the time. You know, burnt my eyes out. I started smoking hash, sheesh, because it was more pure or something. It could be the impurities or something. It could be other things. It could be what they make it with too. The chemicals, they use. Is it organic or is it, chemical fertilizers they use? That could.
Well, what you got, Dave?
Hey?
What'd you show?
What did you say?
I saw a leaf. Yeah. I saw a leaf, a greenie.
Leave it at. Leave it at.
Leave it at.
Yeah, leave it at. That's a Cockney. That's a Cockney accent. I used to live in Essex, which is quite near London.
Wow.
Hey.
Romford.
I've seen a whole bunch of worms.
Really? Where?
In a place called
Chelsea.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm trying not to step on them.
Yeah. Right on.
And I said to Joanne, I'm like, oh, there's worms.
Right.
That's what I said to her. Man.
Cool.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah, so I have a friend. She knows all about weed, I suppose. She grew it for 10 years.
Right on.
Well, kind of never stopped, but not like then, during that era, back in the day. When they just grew them outside in Cali,
Right. Of course. It's the perfect weather.
I don't know. I like the 4 seasons.
There was
like 3.
What's the 4 seasons? For the group.
Oh, yeah, the 4 seasons. Yeah, I remember that.
spring, summer, winter, and fall.
Yeah, I don't like winter.
Neither do I.
I meant to see. Who was it? I can't remember.
Winter in
Oh,
California.
shit.
Nice.
It was Earth, Wind and Fire.
Hey,
Earth,
my
Wind and
cousin.
Fire. Remember them? Earth,
My
Wind and Fire.
cousin was in a band and toured with Earth, Wind, and Fire, and was it the Pretenders? But not when they were first out or something.
Yeah.
It was like maybe 40 years ago or something.
Yeah, the years go, don't they?
Yeah, you lose track of time.
Yeah, well, I want to
Time
see.
don't rule me.
I think the highlight band might have been Mahavishnu Orchestra or something like that.
Oh, you seen them? Really?
You ever heard of Mahavishnu Orchestra?
Yes, I know who that is.
John McLaughlin, yeah.
Yes, you seen them? Really?
Yeah, I've seen them twice.
Wow. I never got to see.
Once at the Apollo in Manchester, and once at the oh my god, I can't remember what it's called now. Can't remember the other thing.
Seen Jeff Beck too, or?
Pardon?
Have you seen Jeff Beck?
No, I haven't seen Jeff Beck. I like me and my brother. Well, I'm a musician, obviously. I play drums, but my brother plays a pretty good version of Scatterbrain, which
right on.
I attempt to play. Yeah, well, I do all right actually, but actually, sort of like getting it really tight together. We didn't really work on it long enough.
Right.
We did pretty well for a couple of little goes at it. A couple of little goes on it.
That's
but
cool.
Yeah, that were all right. And but Mahavishnu Orchestra, what was it? Visions of the Emerald Beyond. It was that group. It was that group I saw that did that album, and they had what was he called? I can't remember his name. Michael Walden, I think, on drums. He was a bloody good drummer, very very good. And they had a violinist called Jean-Luc Ponty on violin.
Yeah, I know who that is. You played with Frank Zappa after.
Pardon?
You used to play with Frank Zappa too.
Yeah.
Jean-Luc Ponty, yeah.
Yeah, pretty amazing musician. Anyway, what?
I grew up with Queen.
Oh yeah, Queen. I got bored of Queen because it got played to death on the radio.
And Frampton. And Led Zeppelin.
Peter Frampton. He did a couple of good ones.
Humble Pie.
Yeah, Humble Pie. Yeah. We've had plenty of that in return.
I seen him open up for Ted Nugent. It was great.
What about Grand Funk?
Well, the 70s.
Yeah, he's a good guy. You ever see Rory Gallagher?
Rory Gallagher once. He was good.
Yeah, he is good.
He's a monster on that guitar, man.
Oh, yeah. I love his song, I'm a Million Miles Away.
Right.
That's a fantastic song. There's a live version of that that's absolutely awesome.
How come Nazareth?
Version of that that's absolutely whoa.
Nazareth was my first concert.
Mike McAvoy, I think it was called. He's absolutely awesome. He's so solid, and he really grooves with it. It's great. It's really sound. Yeah.
I've seen Nazareth 5 or 6 times. Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah. They were good. Yeah. Everyone liked Nazareth. They played really good.
Oh, Nazareth.
I didn't go to a concert till I was 19.
This flight tonight.
Yes.
And was it Broken Down Angel? Was that them as well?
I'm not sure.
She's only a broken down angel. She's only a child that's lost her wings. She's only someone who's gone wrong. She's only a child that's lost her way. Yeah, it's a good song, man.
I saw Cheap Trick and the Cars And
Cheap Trick, yeah. They did one good song I really liked. I can't remember what it was.
I saw Motorhead back in '81. Boy, I was deaf for 3 days, man.
I'm not surprised.
that's what the stadium does in Auburn Hills,
It was
man.
a small club.
Oh,
Wow.
but then you got your Detroit bars, and subs, Detroit subs, bars. And when you got a live band in there, your ears are just pounding when you go to where it's quieter.
Yeah.
You can't hear no more.
That's right.
No, I know you can't. You can't. Yeah, exactly. So sort of crawl back towards the the bass bins,
Yeah.
And then you can hear again. You can't hear yourself talk, but you can hear the music.
You get subverted to being a sign language person.
Yeah. Or sort of lip reading.
What else? That was funny.
I think we should do a live stream, where we just lip
Yeah.
reading.
How about Bob Marley? You like reggae music?
A little bit.
Yeah,
I don't know too much of it.
I don't in lip read, but I do like.
I got to see Bob
Just
Marley.
like,
Pardon?
just like
Bob Marley in concert one time.
Which
when you hear one song of that type, it's like all of them are like it.
Something like that. 16. Bob Marley.
Did you really see Bob?
Yeah,
Awesome.
I really did.
Oh wow!
It was amazing. I didn't know what
you
to
can't
expect.
you can't beat songs like Exodus and Buffalo Soldier and.
It was like going to church. It was like
It depends on the song. Yeah.
Good songs. Three Little Birds, that's a nice song as well.
They were passing big spliffs off the stage, man. Like big.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we smoked some. Yeah, it was good. I got.
I'll
Really
tell you.
Where'd you go?
You had to be standing right next to the stage there.
Yeah, we were. I was lucky. I was a bodyguard for the lady who had the front row tickets. She was afraid of all the black guys there, so I got. So that's the only way I got to go to the concert. I was lucky.
Lucky you.
No, Maple Leaf Gardens. Right? Yeah. I know it's a long story, but we'll just keep it nice and short.
Wow.
But it was a good concert. I didn't know what to expect.
How can anyone be afraid of black guys at a concert? I don't understand.
No, I don't know. It was a different time. There was stuff going on. The media was fanning the flames.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why people were scared.
Yeah.
Right.
When I used to. I used to live in Moss Side in Manchester, which is very, West Indian population and, Indians and everyone else, all mixed in. Poor area. And I was there, not when the actual rights were on, but I was living near where the rights were on.
Right.
We went down to what you call the front line. And it wasn't very pretty what I saw.
Right.
Yeah, it was, not good.
You seen the Rolling Stones? Have you seen the Rolling Stones? No.
No. I call them the strolling crones.
I saw the Stones in concert a couple times at least.
I like a couple of their songs, but I think they're just like, all the big bands really, they milk it too much.
I don't know. That's like
you could say, well, I've done like 10 good songs maybe, but the rest are crap. They are crap.
What?
I almost went to eat.
All the rest are crap. They've done 10 good songs, right? Rolling Stones, 10 good songs. All the rest are, you can forget
They're
about
mostly
it.
repeats.
You
can only write so many songs, like you say. A lot of them are repeats. They're close to the same kind of song, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Right. You know, for 50 years.
There's only certain people that can do, you know, loads and loads of good songs like me.
Right.
What about Alice in Chains?
All my work.
Alice in Chains.
I love the music of Alice in Chains. I don't know so much about the theme or the words,
Jerry Cantrell or something.
but the
the
instruments, yeah.
Is that the band with Jerry Cantrell?
I don't know. At my brother's favorite band and his wife, Allison. No, not Alice in Chains.
Alice Cooper.
Yeah.
No, it was a band. Holy shit!
I want to be elected.
It's very popular.
School's Out.
Yeah.
Right.
And there was the B-side is I want to be elected, right?
It's a 90s thing.
No More Mr. Nice Guy. Right.
Yeah. That's right.
Late, I'd say late 90s when they came out.
What's the name?
I can never remember their name. Green Day was playing when those guys did.
Biting heads off chickens.
Right.
Or did Alice Cooper get up to
Simple Minds, Simple Plan. I don't know those bands.
I won't crazy about it, but they're all done one or two good ones, haven't they?
UFO?
REM?
Oh, UFO, yeah. I've got a couple of their albums.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, certainly. What's it called now? Can't remember, but it's got a really psychedelic cover.
All right.
It's a pretty good album. It's pretty good album. It's live. It's good, yeah.
What was there a band, Black and White? Black and White.
I don't think it's a double album, but it's a double. It sort of flips open.
Yes,
you know what I mean? Yeah. So what do you call it? Like a book. You know, like some albums you just had an outer sleeve, and that were it. But some folded out, so you got the inner sleeve as well, didn't you? And you got all the notes and everything. Yeah.
Cool.
I like some audio slave, but not a lot of it.
Right.
I still like some Hendrix. Yeah, of course I do. Yeah.
Right. Little Wing.
Yeah, certainly.
Right. You know.
A Little Mudvayne. There's one song. I bought like 4 CDs. I was just in a hurry. I just said, okay, Mudvayne. I'm going to get the one that the movie of the ghost ship is on, that song. I like that one song. Out of all 4 of them, that wasn't even in there. I just took a chance. The rest of their music, I don't know about this. You know, one-hit wonders, like, well, I wonder why they got one cool song.
Well, they probably didn't have one cool song. They probably had a really bad, uncool management.
Right.
You know, that just wanted to catch one song, and then they were off.
Mudvayne, check it out. They're really heavy.
Sometimes people just get used. And they promised, they promised the band. I got signed, right? I'm not kidding you. I got signed to RCA Records, which is, what's that, Radio Corporation?
Right.
When I was about 20 years of age, might have been 19, no, about 20 years of age. And I was with the band, and we were contracted to do 2 singles and an album. And we only ended up doing one really bad single because there was a massive bus stop at a concert where my friend that I went to school with, he used to play guitar and he was my best mate, basically.
Right.
And we used to have a band together before this band formed, which got the contract. And the band we had before was much, much better than the actual band that was formed that got the contract. We were a three-piece band. It was me on the drums, his girlfriend Kelly on bass, and Gary on guitar. And Gary was an absolute master on the guitar, absolute genius. I've got a tape recording of us playing in Strawberry Studios, which is where you might have heard of the band 10cc. They used to own that. Have you heard of 10cc? Have you heard that song Dreadlock Holiday?
I think so, but
Would you know, guess who they nicked that off?
who?
Our band.
No.
I'm not fucking kidding you. We were in Strawberry Studio, right? They were owners of the fucking studio. Yeah, and then Tossers ripped us off. I can prove
David,
it.
you got birds.
I can fucking well prove it. I can actually prove that because
You got birds.
The birds, David.
Yeah,
They're tweeting outside.
And then
No, you can't see them. You can only hear them.
No, and then heard Dreadlock Holiday, which got to fucking number one with the net, I think.
Hello.
That's, you know, they ripped off the whole fucking idea of our tune. I won't tell you the name of it because it might fuck me up. You know what I mean? They might,
yes.
Yeah, do some lawsuits against me, but they did rip us off. So
I believe
I can't tell you the name of the band or the name of the song because they'll rip us off. But if they ever got back to me, try to slag me, you know what I mean? I could say, well, fuck you. This is it. I know.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean?
Beatles, Led Zeppelin, they ripped off.
We all knew that we'd been fucking ripped off when that came out. We were so gutted. Because
you know the band Spirit?
Yeah. Because they fucked up on the record deal and all that lot, you know. So we got royally screwed, as it were. Yeah.
Spirit. You heard of the band Spirit?
No.
Yes, I've heard.
Yeah, they do that song 1984.
Do you mean Harlem Spirit?
Pardon me?
Harlem Spirit.
No, the Spirit with Randy California.
Oh yeah. I've heard of him.
Right.
Didn't Randy California? Wasn't he a guy who went to Ireland and did a song with an Irish band or something, or an Irish girl dancing and all that lot in the street? Is that right?
No, he played with Jimi Hendrix.
No, what?
He played with Jimi Hendrix.
What, was Randy California guy?
Yeah, before Jimi Hendrix got famous, he was playing with him.
All right, cool. Okay.
Hey, I gotta step off because it was at 5% when I plugged it in. Now it's at 4%. So it's discharging. So I gotta go for a little while, let it charge up a bit. How long are you gonna be?
What? You talking about?
Wants to know how long you're gonna be on streaming. She needs to. Her phone is discharging. It's on the 4%.
Oh, and it was at 5 when I plugged it in.
Right.
Well, why don't you chip out and then chip back in a minute? After you've sorted your phone out? Because if you come off screen and then plug your phone in, it'll charge up better, won't it?
Oh, I've already got the link copied. I can come back.
Yeah. I'll put you back up,
cool.
Leslie. It's not a problem.
All right.
Peace out.
Okay. See you in a bit, love.
Right.
Right, that was me and you two. Yay. Who's the guy in the background? Is that a picture?
That's my girlfriend, Heather. Miss Heather.
Hey, Heather, how are you doing? Oh, she's doing some weird shit. Wow, what's that? What's that weird dance?
Yeah.
She kind of like pixelated when she did that.
Yes. I got the background screen.
Yeah, and it's
really
weird.
That's really
crazy, That's a really good effect.
Yeah, I got 3 cats and a rabbit, and they destroy the house every day.
But why is Heather's head at an angle all the time? Why is she not moving her head? Because that tells me she's That
moving
tells me she's
around
not
too
really
much.
there. Oh, she has done now.
Right.
Yeah.
Because we're on the
You know, you've
webcam,
been
a little
leaning over
webcam.
like
So
that
yeah,
for a
you
long
have to
time.
sit
Sorry, Heather.
still. You
You are
know,
actually there.
you've only got two. You know, you can only
That's
move
pretty cool. Sorry, she's
2
gone
inches.
now. She got pissed off with me.
No.
Right, that's funny.
Oh, I can hear the birds. Yeah.
The birds are tweeting outside.
Yeah.
Oh, what in my place?
Yeah, your
Yeah.
place. Yeah.
All right. Can you hear them?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all we hear.
I've got
Not
slight
ours.
hearing
Ours is
problems, you know.
ours are our birds are sleeping.
I'm actually supposed to wear hearing aids, but I don't. It's a pain in the ass. But I can't hear certain frequencies, you know.
Right.
So I can hear them if I'm outside. I can hear the birds outside. I love the birds. It's my favourite music, birds. You know, of all
Where's your
music,
cat?
of all music genres, it's birds.
Where's your cat? Do you have a cat or not?
Well, we used to have a cat in the last hospital that we used to visit. Yeah, it was called Gingy, because it was a ginger cat. It was called Gingy. It used to live up the road. It was kind of pretty feral. It was a wild cat.
Oh.
You know what it did? Do you know what it did one night? It dragged a rat.
What?
It was dragging this rat along.
Oh wow!
To show us, you know, like a trophy.
Right.
And
some of the hospitals.
Bloody hell! So we sort of went for the cat to try and drag it off the cat, and the cat disappeared into the corner, you know. And all these patients are stood round, you know, and some of the pretty crazy ones. Obviously, me.
What is that called, Heather?
But you know what I mean. They all stood round.
The animals when they allow them in the hospital.
What's he going to do with the rat? And they only probably just ate the whole bloody rat.
Right.
Sat in the corner munching.
So you don't have any.
Right. Turned away in disgust and walked up to the other side of the garden, but it was in the corner for about half an hour, chewing away at the bloody rat. And all it left was its tail.
Here, you sit down, Heather. Talk about
half of that. Half of that as well. It was a massive rat, honestly. And it's
I'll be right back.
A beautiful
hey,
cat.
dude.
Hello, Heather. How are you?
No, I'm good. How are you?
Hope you make more sense than Scarborough.
No, maybe.
He's off his head, isn't he?
I never go on the internet, so.
He's a bloody nutcase.
Right on. I hear you.
How do you get stuck with a guy like that? Eh? I don't know.
Right on.
I'm only kidding. No,
I know, I know. I thought you had a cat at your place. You don't have one?
No, not at this hospital. No. It's all fenced in a lot more harshly here, so nothing. No wildlife can get in. That's the flying ones, you know, getting pigeons coming in.
My son is going into a place like that.
Yeah, it's really
like
shit.
what you're in, yeah.
It's bollocks, honestly. They feed you
these
disgusting drugs and call you all these stupid names, you know.
Oh no.
I've been called all sorts: bipolar, schizoaffective disorder, schizophrenia.
Yeah, my son has schizophrenic bipolar, right?
You know what?
My son has schizophrenic bipolar.
Yeah, but it's just a label. It's just name calling. Like,
I know. Yeah.
Bollocks.
Yeah.
It's all bollocks.
Exactly.
I've got a book, right? I'll show you the book.
Yeah.
I could. Well, I'll tell you what to do. If you want to, there's a YouTube video.
Okay.
Yeah. You can write this. If you've got a pen, write this.
Yes, I do.
We can look back at this lot if you want to.
I got pen and paper.
Right. Well, the guy's called James. Hang on a minute. I've got the book down here. Yeah, the guy's called James Davies out of a place called Roehampton University, which I'm not sure exactly where it is. I suppose it's in Roehampton, wherever that is.
Oh, okay.
Don't know where it is, but he's done 2 books, as far as I know.
Yeah.
One's called Cracked.
Oh.
James Davies, Cracked. and it says why psychiatry is doing more harm than good.
Wow.
And it says on there.
No, I hear you because
said
like,
on there
I have
should be-
schizophrenia too.
Hey, Heather.
What?
No.
Why not?
It said should be read by every doctor, by everyone in politics and the media, not to mention any concerned citizen. I'll read you the back of it. Why is psychiatry such big business? Why are there more than 50 million antidepressant prescriptions in England alone each year? 50 million.
I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear
Why, listen, without solid scientific justification, has the number of mental disorders risen from 106 in 1952 to around 370 today? So what's happened in that time is they've invented the fucking illnesses. Excuse me swearing. It makes me very angry, this shit.
I hear you.
This is what it says. Psychological therapist James Davies uses his insider knowledge to illustrate how psychiatry has put riches and medical status above patients' well-being with a damning charge sheet. Negative drug trials are buried. Antidepressants that are no better than placebo. Manipulated research. Yeah, this book cracked. There it is.
Wow.
James Davies. Oops.
Yeah.
Oh, can't really read that. Can you read that, James Davies?
Yeah, I hear you.
Why psychiatry is doing more harm than good.
Yeah.
So just to finish that bit, cracked reveals the true human cost of an industry that, in the name of helping others, has actually been helping itself.
Of course.
Isn't that just
I believe in health products myself.
Yeah.
I believe in doing the health thing, right?
Sorry?
I believe in doing the health thing, right?
Sorry, what did you say?
I believe in doing the healthy way.
He doesn't understand what you're saying.
Yeah. I don't believe in.
They call it the health service. I call it the wealth service over here, you know.
Yeah.
They call it the health service. I call it the wealth service because it's a big money spinner.
Yeah.
And the NHS in this country now, because there's such a long waiting list for various things, because of all the, the certain procedures that people have stupidly fallen for, and the lockdowns and all that lot, that held everything back. So there's millions of people on waiting lists. Hundreds and hundreds of thousands anyway, if not millions. Basically, NHS now stands for No Hope of Surgery. National Health Service. No Hope of Surgery, that's what we call it.
Wow.
Yeah. And they've always wanted to get rid of the National Health Service, which was publicly owned, if you know what I mean. It was part of the nation's family silver, if you like.
Yeah.
And it was kind of like sacrosanct. But now a lot of it's been taken over by health trusts, and they're sort of chiseling out a lot of the work and all that lot. So a lot of it's being done privately, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's all screwed up, you know.
Yeah. You know what I seen today?
Go on.
I seen worms. I seen a bunch of worms. Garden worms, man. I seen garden worms.
Yeah.
Remember, I seen one episode of one of your episodes, and you were talking about the dew worms, right? And I'd seen a bunch of them today.
Mealworms.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they were, but
you mean the dried
bunch of them? Yeah.
Dried mealworms that we're sending to feeding the birds.
Yeah.
Probably. Oh, right, you saw that. Oh, cool. Thanks.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, I think. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
They need feeding the birds, definitely. You know, I love the birds.
So do I. I hear you.
Yeah, I would feed them because, I mean, it's so nice, you know, you come down in the morning for a cup of tea.
Yeah.
And if you put some stuff out, you know, the day before or, you know, in the evening, you know, for them
Right
to have
on.
in the morning. And they're all there, you know, it's great. Great,
Yeah.
you're having away and, you know.
Yeah.
You know, nature's all under attack now. Everything is with all this spraying shit everywhere, you know. It's
Oh,
horrible,
shit,
isn't
I
it?
hear you. Exactly.
It's totally sick and evil, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
They're
Exactly.
really hammering the whole world, aren't they, at the moment?
Yeah.
There don't seem to be any restraint whatsoever. You know, they're not hiding anything, are they? And yet they're pretending they're not actually doing it. They're pretending it's only a proposal.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
disgusting. It really is despicable what they're up to.
I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear
And
you.
it's so toxic. Barium, strontium, cadmium, coal fly ash, plasmas, lithium, you know, the list
Yeah.
goes on and on. You could go on and on. There's plastics and, you
Yeah.
know, all
Yeah.
kinds of shit up there, you know. And, you know, of course, it's coming down, you know, through
Yeah.
the air column, infecting the soil. Oh, of course, I didn't mention the big one, which is aluminium, which is the main constituent of the whole damn lot. And
Oh.
aluminium, especially nanoparticularized, it's so bioavailable. You know, with every breath we take, we're breathing in thousands, you know, millions probably of
Oh yeah. I
nanoparticles
hear
in
you. I hear
every
you.
breath. You know, so while
Yeah.
we've been doing
Yeah.
this live stream, I'm getting filled with this stuff. I'm surprised anyone can even think anymore, let alone stand.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Yeah. I
know,
hear you. I
you
hear
know,
you.
it's going to get to the point where people get sick as dogs. I mean, I was
We
listening
already
to.
are. We already practically are. Like.
We are getting more sick. Yeah,
Yeah.
we've got to
Yeah.
look
Yeah.
after our health. We've got to eat healthy food and that
You
because
know.
they really are poisonous. That's what
Yeah.
they are.
Yeah. 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 Slowly but surely. You know.
Well, yeah, it
Yeah.
is. It's systematic, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's it's like an evil kind of husband or an evil wife that wants to do away with the husband, and she just puts a little drop of poison in his tea every day, and it's building up in his body, and that's what's happening to us, and
Oh,
it's happening to the
yeah. Yeah.
planet because it's all building up in the oceans, it's building up in the soil, it's building up in the root systems of trees, it's killing
Yeah.
trees from the
Yeah.
roots
Yeah.
upwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard of that. I heard of that before where the guy on TV, it was some I can't remember what show it was, but he was putting poison in her tea or something every
Yeah.
day, every day, every day. And
Yeah.
yeah, I heard.
Oh, there is an old film of that. I think it was. When did they
Oh,
do
that guy
it?
who was
I've
on
got a
Jerry
feeling that
Springer.
Vincent Price did one like that. Do you remember the horror guy? Vincent Price did one like that. I think.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember if he was poisoning himself or
Oh, he was like
I can't remember, or someone was poisoning him, or he overdid something, some procedure or something. He was
yeah, he
trying to
did a
make himself.
test. He did a test and he didn't fail the test. He didn't fail his polygraph test. He didn't even fail it. But she knows that he's the one doing it.
Oh, a lie detector job, yeah.
Who else is doing it? The dog, she said, right? Right, right.
I don't think you're on about the same film as what I was on about. Yeah, I see what you mean, though. Yeah.
Oh, here's Tom.
All right.
Take care, dude.
Yeah, that should be the first thing they do, isn't it, Heather?
Yeah.
Heather, the first thing a politician should be made to do is do a lie detector test before they sit down in office, you know, on their comfy
Right.
chair and, you know, partake of their freedom of, you know, speech, which they've got and they've taken away from us, you know, or they're trying to.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
So if we don't speak out, you know, this is what this channel's all about.
Right.
Freedom of fucking speech. and freedom of association and freedom of thoughts.
That's
You know,
right.
you don't want the bloody thought police at the door, do they? Oh,
Yeah, I don't know. Politicians.
oh,
It's a
really
big
sucked up.
game. It's
Yeah.
called the game, I think.
Yeah, it's not just a game though. It's well, it's more. It's what's the word for it? If it, you know, they come up with this bullshit. This absolute bullshit terms. I've got this term called leveling up at the moment.
I remember they told us, tighten
What
your
the
belt.
fuck is that supposed to
Right.
mean? Leveling up from what?
Right. Back in the 90s there, they told us, tighten your belts. We're going to pay down the debt. And they did. They started paying down the debt. And our dollar started rising and rising and then boom. Then we passed the American dollar. Boom. We're up to $1.10. All of a sudden, no, you got to spend that money. Right? It sunk our dollar. We bought weapons, all kinds, armaments, boats, planes, trains, you name it. Right? Subs from the British. We bought subs. And it sunk our dollar. Now then it kept sinking to, 80 cents, 70 cents, whatever it is. It's still not up there. But, it should have been illegal to spend that money,
Yeah.
You signed to the agreement, right? It's working. Why, saber rattling, it was the Iraq war and all this other nonsense, Afghani war, like more wars everywhere. You think there's going to be a big war soon or no?
Hopefully not. Fuck.
Well, we have to hope not, but
we hope.
That's what they want. That's what they would love that. If everyone lost their cool, if everyone fell out with everyone else, if everyone was divided, and they're trying to create scarcity like shit, aren't they?
They're making us
they're taking the food off our shelves. You know what I mean? It's gradually increasing the prices of food, damaging the crops around the world. So it's damaging. People should get concerned because this climate engineering.
I don't agree with
severe damage to the climate.
I'm against you're growing a surplus of food and you destroy that surplus, because you can't sell it. That is criminal,
Yeah, I agree with you. It should be given away.
That's right. Like that one year the French
if a certain country has a surplus or something,
right,
you should be able to sell it to a country that has a surfeit.
No, they don't want to lower the prices, so that's crazy.
Which has a sorry, I said the wrong word there. Never mind.
Yeah. In a way, it's called, price fixing. In a way.
Yeah. Well, they used to have grain mountains and all that lot.
Right.
Price fixing. Yeah. It's like Thatcher when she wanted to break the miners. Right. Well, they didn't actually have they should have had a ballot, really. Unfortunately, a guy called Scargill wouldn't have have a vote on it. Wouldn't allow a vote. He just pulled everyone out, and everyone went on strike. And Thatcher, she'd already
a rough time. I don't know how this guy survived.
She'd already planned it, you see, and the coal people and all that lot. They'd hoarded years and years worth of coal, or months and months worth of coal stored up.
Right.
So, there'd be enough coal, so, the miners could strike for as long as they wanted. They weren't going to get the money, and that crushed the miners. Crushed them.
Right.
And then they privatized everything, the whole country, what we used to call the family silver, which was the post office, the telephones, the water, the electric board. You used to have the electric board. Now it's I don't know, a plethora of different companies doing the electric. and everything else, the gas and the
Same here. We had cheap
yeah,
hydro rates, and they started selling it off to win elections. You know,
yeah.
to get
I
tossed
remember,
out 2 years
yeah,
later.
I remember an old guy telling me. He said, and I've seen it on videos since, but this old guy told me when I was about 17. He said, I remember when nuclear power came in because I was in CND at the time, campaigning for nuclear disarmament, and he told me, he said, you know, when they brought this nuclear power stuff in, he told me that they gave the spin on it that nuclear power was such a great thing that
Right.
everyone would have free electric because it'd be too cheap to meter.
Right.
You
That's what they
know,
said
because
back in the 70s and
what a
early 80s.
bloody
Right.
lie that was. What a lie that was.
Of course. I had a
Yeah.
friend that, had to go in and repair stuff inside the plant. And boy, then you have to go into the danger zone, and he quit his job because he was scared. And they sued him because refusal to work
Yeah.
for 30, 40 grand, whatever it was.
What, did he work in nuclear power station?
Yeah, he was a plumber or whatever it was.
Yeah. Well, believe it or not, I've delivered pipe work to
Welder,
nuclear power station.
Right.
Yeah, I'm a welder by trade. And at the time, I was working for a pipework firm. I wasn't a pipe welder, but I used to work with the pipe fitters and stuff like that. You know, blah, 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 blah. I do a bit of welding here and there. But I didn't do a lot of welding for them. Mostly I did for this firm, this particular firm. I was doing loads of driving for them.
Right.
So I was driving the wagon and delivering these massive pipes up to a nuclear power station near Lancaster called Heysham. There's Heysham A and Heysham B. I think it was Heysham B. Yeah, it was Heysham B we went to.
Right.
And we were replacing the pipework that takes the seawater out of the ocean and goes round,
Right.
round to cool the reactor. And when we took the pipe off, it was an old rusty pipe. It was a massive bend, huge, bloody huge thing. I don't know how many, got about 24-inch wide, pipe with about, 30 bolts on it, you know what I mean?
Right.
We had to jack this thing down with the block and tackle and all that jazz.
I hear
And
you.
when we got it off, the hole that should have been sort of so big, if you imagine my fingers going right around, should have been so big, was on the bend bit of it, or the inside of the bend. I can't remember which. It was narrowed to that. You know what I mean? So it was because all the barnacles and all the shells and stuff like that were all stuck to it, and that was stopping the flow of the coolant water around the reactor. So the reactor was switched off, obviously, while we were doing that. Otherwise, we would have been totally screwed. It would have overheated and blown up.
Right.
Yeah, but it was quite weird because I got this Becquerel meter thing on, which is just a film thing. It's like a photograph. It was like a little name tag thing, but it was just like a black with lines on it, photographic plate, and that was monitoring the amount of dosage of radiation I was getting.
Right.
I never found out what that was. I've no idea. But when I was going out, when we'd done the job, we fitted the pipe. What we'd done, we put vulcanized pipe in, which is rubberized. Vulcanization is rubberizing. It's just a name for coating things with rubber. That was the idea, so that the shellfish wouldn't stick. Anyway, when I was coming out of it after we'd done the job, you had to stand in this plate and put your hands under this light.
Thank you.
That could tell whether you were your hands were clean. You had to clean your hands really well for about 5 minutes. It took me I think it was 3 or 4 times before I cleared. I was beginning to crap myself.
Of course.
Oh, shit, you know, never going to let me out of it. You know, but I cleared finally. There we go.
Right.
But I could keep going brushing me under my nails and all that lot, you know. So yeah, that was quite an experience. Going in there was really weird because I expected, you know, you think nuclear power, you think, oh, it's going to be, you know, really kind of like, you know, high tech and all that. And you saw all this rotting pipework everywhere, honestly, really rusty valves and stuff.
Wow.
Loads of pipes going here, there, and everywhere.
Right.
You know, I'm talking little ones and loads of dials and gauges and stuff like that, you know. Yeah. It was a bit of an eye-opener. It looked like a filthy old, I don't know, kind of workshop in a way. The high-tech stuff was probably all within the reactor, which is the big round thing in the middle of the room. And there was all this crazy pipework and electrics and stuff and wiring going all over the place, you know. And all these gantries going here, there, and everywhere, and all these gauges and dials everywhere. And you're thinking, you know, hissing noises coming out and all this lot where, I don't know, whether it must have been steam or air or whatever, or hydraulics or something, you know, I don't know, no idea. But, you know, crazy place. And this was while it was switched off. Never mind anything.
Cool. Those birds are loud, man. Holy smokes. You hear them?
What?
The birds outside your window, they're loud.
I'm gonna put my hand out the window. I can't really put it out really because there's safety windows there in case we leap out. That's crazy, people.
All right, that's better.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh yeah, you're right.
That's all we hear.
No, you're right. They're really cool.
It's amazing, but at the same time, it's a bit hard to hear sometimes, though. But they're loud.
Yeah. If you show you down here, you might be able to see what
got daylight.
See that wire?
Right.
Can you see that fence in the background?
Yes, I see that.
Yeah, that's what I call the cage. All caged animals in here. And over here, we've got a lorry park over there. And look at them. Can you see all them lights? Can you see them lights everywhere?
Yes.
It's really annoying because
I believe you.
You open the curtains in the morning.
You got a big hydro tower there. That's not good.
No, that bloody great thing as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. It used to make buzzing noises, but I haven't heard it really do that recently.
Probably the moisture or the mist in the air, the fog.
Yeah, but you're supposed to get, what is it? ELF waves on that.
Yes.
Or is it ELF?
It attracts paranormal.
ULF, ultra low frequency or something. You
Right.
know, they're not supposed to be good for you. Like that.
Supposedly they can attract paranormal entities and stuff. Ghosts, spirits.
I'm looking forward to them. I like the paranormals. Yeah.
Incredible.
I don't mind them. I think we're all a bit paranormal, you know.
Paranormal, yeah.
Well, what's normal anyway? You know.
I don't know. Nothing's near normal anymore.
No.
Quasi normal.
Fuzzy normal, did you say?
Quasi.
Oh, I thought you said fuzzy normal.
No, quasi, like Quasimodo, you know.
Yeah,
the hunchback. You know, everything's is out of whack, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Unfortunately, but this is what we find.
It's true, I guess.
Yeah. So
pick a topic, any topic. What's Leslie saying here? What is she saying? Something about the places. This place is where souls dwindle and consciousness States today, most are too unaware that they do not know who they really are, replace their as human labels. I'm not. Their ID is human, so they don't bother and live in acceptance of what they be. Are you talking about clones?
Who's that?
Clones? You think we're being cloned? Do you think we're being cloned out there?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they're trying to turn us
Technology
into.
to clone humans?
Yeah.
They're trying to turn us into cyborgs, aren't they?
Well, I think they already have.
I remember on
I read
some
this one
crazy
book.
sci-fi thing, the cyborgs had hands like that.
Right.
Had like,
I remember reading this
they
one
didn't
book.
have fingers; they just had kind of like
Right.
two claw things like that.
Right.
Cyborg. Too weird.
You know, you'd be hard pressed to, if you seen a clone, to know that they're a clone. You know,
Mm,
standing on a street corner, would you be able to tell they're a clone?
no, probably not.
No.
No, because a clone is it's like Dolly the sheep, isn't it? You know, you wouldn't be able to tell one from the other, would you?
How could you tell, right?
Well, exactly. You can't
You'd have
really
to use
tell.
your mind. You'd have to.
You could tell if someone's an actual robot, though, because it did look too plastic and they'd probably speak a bit weird.
Right. You'd have to use your mind. You know, thought control. You know,
Mm.
because they would be advanced, wouldn't they? They'd be using telepathic. So you would have to sort of intercept those signals that they're using.
Well, hang on a minute. I don't think a clone is necessarily more kind of.
Advanced?
No, I don't think at all. I think
You think it'd be more simple?
No, I think what it'd be is they're more likely to clone their own kind, aren't they?
Right.
Or their own kind of minions. You know what I mean? If they cloned an army of yes men, cloned an army of yes men with no kind of thoughts of their own and no kind of opinions of their own.
Sure.
And no different ideas. I mean, that would make sense.
Yeah, if they're the dog workers,
just for cloning's sake, it doesn't make sense.
Right.
If they're cloning for diversity, I mean, that's a bit of a no-brainer, isn't it?
Right,
I mean, you can clone Dolly the sheep as many times as you want, and you get a whole flock of dollies. You know what I mean?
Right. So there's a defect down the line, you know?
Yeah.
Right. Either fix the defect or start over, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's thought provoking, you know. But I guess they could send out a smart clone to teach the lesser clones. You know, you only need one smart clone for every, I don't know, 100 subservients. Show them the way, and then it just and so on and so on and so on. Right? Just like man, they learned how to start fire, rubbing the two sticks, I guess. Flint, and they showed others, and so on. Same with the wheel.
Yeah, but
right?
cloning's an unnatural process. It's messing around with nature. So that's what's wrong with it. I mean, the starting the fires and that. I mean, that comes from the old each one teach one thing that my friend used to say. If you've got an idea, come on and share it.
So what do you think Stonehenge was used for back then?
God knows. It could have been human sacrifice. God knows what. It could have been just sun worship. It could have been.
You know what I think?
A few things. I don't know, but it could have been one of these energy generators things.
You know what I think? It's how it's all open. It's got all open. There's no doors, right? So it's all open, and it's in the inner sanctum and the outer sanctum, right?
Yeah.
The pillars there and that. I think, people can come from the four corners of the world and meet in the middle, right?
Yeah.
Right. Exchange whatever information, technology, knowledge, wisdom, whatever, astrology, this, that. And you could tell there's an altar there for sacrifices, right? Whether it's animal or human, who knows, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And, you know, but I don't think any violence was caused inside unless it was designated for a sacrifice, right?
Yeah.
But it was like a safe place to meet,
Yeah.
possibly. Like,
Yeah. I'd
because it's
like
a
to think that
circle,
I'd
right?
like to
It's
think they
inside the
just.
circle, right?
Yeah, I'd like to
So,
think that they'd restrict it to, if they had to sacrifice anything, they'd restrict it to animals.
right.
But preferably, they wouldn't be sacrificing anything at all, really.
No.
Not just for the sake of killing something. It just
Right.
seems a bit barbaric.
Right.
Well, actually it is. But then again, everything, it doesn't matter everything that's been, every kind of like institutional druids, whatever it is,
Right.
or whatever, this, that, and the other, they've all been kind of messed with and infiltrated from what the original thing was.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's all the other things. There's loads of different levels of Buddhism, loads of different levels of Christianity, different sects and everything of Christianity, and all arguing with one another. It's all divide and rule again, isn't it?
Yes.
And there's a lot of that going on. There's a lot of things that might have started as a good idea, like building the Stonehenge in the first place might have been a good idea because they worship the sun, and the sun's. It's sun worship makes sense really because it's a life-giving sun, isn't it? Without the sun, we'd
Yeah.
be
Sun to grow the crop.
frozen,
Yes.
frozen rock, whatever,
Right.
And they're trying to block. This is the irony of it because they're supposed to be sun worshippers themselves, aren't they?
Right.
To an extent or whatever, you know what I mean? They've got all these, like the logos and that all look like sun. You look at the BP logo.
I think they're blocking out the sun.
What is it?
Compared
MSN? Is it MS? No, MSN. Whatever it is, NBC or whatever it is. All these different logos. Loads of them are like a sort of a mandala, kind of a sun shape thing. You know what I mean? A kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, I believe they're blocking out the sun most of the time.
Well, this is it. This is the irony of it, isn't it? If there's supposed to be
right,
sun
and then you have to take
blocking out the bloody sun.
Antidepressant medications or something, or smoke some weed or whatever, drink or whatever they do to help try and calm. Well, alcohol's a depressant, so that doesn't help. But yeah, they're keeping you more depressed. The sun helps with depression. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially winter
You're
depression.
vitamin D, which is good for your immune system, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you're out in the sunshine.
They've been saying it for 40 years. That's winter
D
depression.
Supplements from Big Pharma
Right.
and all that.
But they haven't built any sun houses there, sunrooms that people can go in and then get some, or even if it's artificial light, to help combat the winter depression and that.
Yeah.
But they're handing out pills by the dozens if you need them.
Yeah.
Going to war.
Right. Keeping you depressed or whatever.
Oh,
you need sun. Sun is healing.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's all this like what do they call it?
Yeah, like a hologram environment, like Leslie says there. The archonic mind is the thought control system. Wisdom is origin.
It's like a Truman Show, isn't it?
Yeah, possibly.
They're trying to create a false reality. They're trying to impose their reality on us.
Wow, really? Yeah, there's something strange going on. But what can we do? Soul trap. Catch energy beings. Give them memory wipes. Electric force. Government amnesia. Catch yourself. Have there, be quiet. Yeah.
It's pretty profound, that one.
Everyone has different levels of perception. Therefore, there are many perspectives. Really, I believe that.
Yeah, that's true, and everyone should have many. There should be many perspectives because if we're all the same, then we might as well be robots.
Yes, yes.
That's why we can have a conversation. Now, if we were clones, there wouldn't be any point in having a conversation because we both agree on absolutely every single bloody thing.
Yeah.
And there wouldn't be any shades of nuance of conversation at all. It'd be yeah, no.
Interesting. Of course.
Mm.
You ever see that movie, sci-fi movie, They Live, with the wrestler, Roddy Piper?
No, I've never seen that. Oh, wait a minute, I might have done.
With the special glasses, you could see the...
Oh, yeah, I've seen that one where it says obey and all that lot.
Right.
That's the one, isn't it? Yeah.
I think so.
I think so, yeah. You put the sunglasses on and
you can see the
you see all the bullshit. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, that was a good film, that. It was very good.
I met him twice.
Was it predictive programming, though?
You know what's funny? I met him twice. He was jogging downtown Toronto. Same street corner.
Is that where you are in Toronto?
Yeah. East of Toronto. But
you're in Canada. You're in
Canada,
yeah?
Pity, eh?
You're in Toronto, Canada, yeah?
Toronto, yeah. Toronto.
Wow. So you've got that Trudeau get.
Yeah. Like father, like son, right? I was around when the father was here.
Falso. What it should be called, not Trudeau, Falso.
Right.
Falso.
Well, I don't know, but people thought he was great, you know?
Well, yeah, they always think they're great, don't they? When they're
Well, they did a lot of things
for the babies at election time and all that jazz.
Remember, before that, the country was run by ultra conservatives, so it was things were cheap, but but not much of a life, you know.
Well, this thing is, they might, when they initially, when they run for election, they get in there, they might initially do a few things, sweeteners like, but then they've got you then, haven't they? And then they don't have to do
hook, line, and sinker.
Then they change their tune.
Like reptiles.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're literally
chameleons.
They're literally chameleons, aren't they?
Yeah. I know.
Is it chameleons or chameleons? I get it all wrong. That's chameleons, isn't it? Chameleons.
Yes.
Yeah. There's a good band called the Chameleons. Yeah, have you ever heard of them?
I'm not sure, but I might have.
It's from Manchester, where I went to see them once. Yeah, it was a bit cruel though, because they had a support band that was very good.
Right.
But the sound was really shit on it, like on the support band. But then when the cams came on,
I have a question.
It was perfect, absolutely perfect. So whether that was just the engineer doing that, being a twat, or whether it was the band,
right,
telling him to do that, I have no idea. But I thought that was a bit nasty though. It wasn't fair on the band. It was quite good. The support
Paul McCartney. Is he the real Paul McCartney or is he a clone?
I've no idea. I don't do Paul McCartney, to be honest. Ever since he did that song "Live and Let Die," I thought, "Fuck you! I'm not listening to your shit anymore."
Right.
It should be "Live and Let fucking live."
Right.
So as far as I'm concerned, he can foad. You know what foad means? FOAD.
Yeah.
Means fuck off and die, McCartney.
Funny.
Well, he might as well. He's almost fucking dead already, whether he's a clown or not.
Right.
Why don't you fuck off for these fucking millions? Go and suck some snake's cock. Sorry,
so then did they have a replacement for each?
I don't usually say shit like that. I don't know why. It just pissed me off because when he did that "Live and Let Die" shit, with the Bond bullshit. I've never liked the Bond films.
Right.
You
They
can
got
sort
were
of
kind of
laugh at, you
cheesy,
could
but
laugh at some of the Roger Moore ones because he did actually have a sense of humour and he was actually a good actor. But I didn't like any of the whatever he's called, the Irishman guy. Not that I don't like Irishmen.
Connery.
Yeah, I didn't like any of his. Too
Right.
butch for me.
I like the other guy. What was his name? I forget now.
Roger Moore.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, he had a sense of humour, didn't he?
Right.
Tongue in cheek.
Of course.
But the thing is, what makes me laugh about that, the whole Bond scenario, the license to kill business and all that lot. Yeah, it's fucking useless, isn't it? It's bollocks. Because what that's saying is, you know, when a despot, and it's always a despot, isn't it, in the Bond films, it's always some megalomaniac wanting to take over the world, isn't it?
Right. When in real life, they're just taking out ordinary people.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
So
the crazy guy ain't getting blown away. He lasts 40 years, right?
Yeah.
Right.
It's crazy. It's absolutely mental. So, you know, the idea that, you know, they couldn't have sent a 007 to get rid of Adolf Hitler. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Of course they could have done, but they didn't want to because the bankers wanted the war. Like they wanted the First World War. It's all manufactured. Everything's manufactured.
Remember,
it's
and
all
if
illusion. It's a Truman Show again, isn't it?
Right. And if they had
the whole war scenarios are just a scam. Right. It's a massive scam. And it's a depopulation agenda as well. And it's a big money spinner because the country that's bombed back into the Stone Age has to go cap in hand to the bankers to lend them money. So they're in debt slavery for years and years and all that lot. Yeah. But Adolf Hitler was funded by Prescott Bush, which is the granddaddy of little George Bush.
Of course.
And the father of H.W. Walker Bush.
Right.
Prescott Bush. He funded Hitler.
Right.
It's on record.
I believe it.
Yeah, well, there you go. So that's corruption, you know, to the highest degree, isn't it?
Of course.
And of course, the Pearl Harbor business and all that, they knew that was going to happen.
Right.
Before, they knew it was going to happen, but they let it happen. And all that, God knows how many Americans got killed in Pearl Harbor. I forgot the figures. But they let that happen because they needed that so the Americans could join the war.
And also increase the war budget.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. They needed new equipment.
Uh-huh.
You know, new ships, right? They got those ships blown up saying, look, we're short of, you know, supplies and ships and this and that.
Yeah, right? I think Leslie's gone. I'll just say bye-bye to Leslie. See you later, Leslie.
Right. Thanks, Leslie.
You know.
I like your...
I'm sorry we ignored you a bit. I think we got carried away, me and Scarborough.
Visible light is just a small spectrum of all the light.
I'm going to put your comments up.
Right.
So people can read them.
Very interesting comments. I
spent a lot of time doing these comments, so I'm going to put them all up.
Right. Just remember, if they had killed Hitler, those that bomb in that room, those guys were ready to carve up that army and attack even in different directions, right? They weren't going to sign a peace accord. They were getting ready to go to, you know, increase the war, you know, under their guidance.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Right. They had the technology, they knew, but.
Yeah. I mean, it's the same with the moonshot scams and all that. Like, you know.
Right.
You know, it's just a joke, isn't it? We never went to the moon, did we?
Right, no.
I mean, the Russians were the first ones to launch the first satellite, Sputnik, the first dog in space, Laika, the first man in space, Yuri Gagarin, and of course that's all in orbit, in inner space. They can't get to outer space because of the Van Allen belt, as you know.
I know that.
Well, yeah, exactly. But the average Joe, the bloody if you say to them, "Oh, we didn't go to the moon," they look at you as if you're completely insane.
You ever see
It's
that one where the
ridiculous.
rocket goes up and it hits the it's like a fiberglass dome or something, plexiglass dome or something, and it hits the dome, the top of the dome, and it's going like boom, boom, boom. It can't go any higher, and it's just bouncing off the. Yeah, it maxed out. There's a dome that stops us from going any further.
Well, no, well, it's not so much a dome; it's a radiation belt. It's a bit.
Oh, is that what's stopping it from going forward?
Yeah, it's a radiation belt that goes around the Earth.
Okay.
You just can't do it.
I believe you.
Because it's like a massive. It's the biggest microwave.
So
In our
if an alien entity,
our solar system.
is that why some of these alien entities crash, because they go through there and it wrecks their ships?
Yeah, probably. If there's life forms on board, and if they're
Organic based,
of the technology of like sources, for instance,
right?
Can't get through the Van Allen belt to Earth, then they can't land on Earth. So
Right.
But a lot of these things that are so-called sources, I think a lot of them Area 51 sort of mock-ups or whatever. Whether they're the original so-called aliens, the famous photographs and all that lot. Whether they were faked or not, I've no idea. I wouldn't be surprised, because nearly everything's fake. So.
I think Betty and Barney there, who got taken it. It could be an elaborate setup where they pick a couple people and do this. They showed her all these maps and star maps and this and that. It's just in a 10-minute, 15-minute, even half-hour trip, you can't remember all that stuff. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If she supposedly remembered everything, and all kinds of stuff. No, I think it went further. Had to be some kind of psyops program that they were pre-programmed somehow, right, with images, and then they pull that elaborate. I'm not saying whatever. They like you said, they created some kind of machine and needed unsuspecting public just to be sold on that, while denying that it existed. But it's a craft, but it's not a craft. Mindset. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's witchcraft, isn't it?
Yes, in a way.
Right. Yeah.
Right. It's like that Messerschmitt jet there that flew by the American planes or whatever it was, right? For at twice the speed they were flying. You seen that video? Or
sorry?
It's like that Messerschmitt jet, the first jet there the Germans built, that flew past the American planes, right?
Yeah.
Right.
It was a plane, yeah. It wasn't a jet, it was a plane.
It was a plane, right?
Yeah, it was a bomber. It was a fighter plane.
Right.
Pretty fast one, but not as agile as the Spitfire. Right. Spitfire was a lot more maneuverable. They've got a lot more kind of like,
right.
Twisty and turny and, easily flippable around and all that lot, Whereas the Messerschmitt was a lot more kind of like fast, but, it couldn't suddenly sort of flip off. You know what I mean? It couldn't duck and dive as good as a Spitfire could.
Black and false light, white does. Right.
But all that shit should never happen, It's mad. I mean, it makes me laugh that, the First World War. Well, it doesn't make me laugh. It makes me very sad, but it just shows you how pathetic the the programming was of getting people to hate one another. This is 1914 at Christmas, 4 years before the war ended, and everything went silent on Christmas morning, you know?
Right.
And somebody, I don't know which side it was,
It was the German side.
I can choke up. Yeah, I think it might have been the German side.
Right. It was Hitler who was
Singing a hymn,
freaking out, you know.
started singing a Christmas carol, and then the British started as well, and then they all just got up and hugged each other and played a game of football and shit, you know.
Right, because the
Put
war
the
was only
Christmas
supposed to be a
trees up,
couple
you
months.
know, and said, fuck this bloody shit, you know.
Right.
It's not nice. Children, for God's sake.
Remember, they
Yeah,
said the
there
war
were
was only
people in
supposed
it-
to
there were
last
people-
3
There were
months.
kids in England at 13 years of age signing up, pretending they were
Right.
older. Probably younger as well, you know.
Well, that First World War, they said it was only, people thought, you know, they were told it was only going to last 3 months and they'd be back home for Christmas. So
I
they
remember that
they
one.
were not 5 years, you know.
And we were going to make it a land fit for heroes and all that bullshit.
Right,
Look at
right.
it now. Look at it now. What's England fit for now? It's a land full of, you know, what's it fit for now?
I don't know.
What do people do? You know, nobody knows how to do fuck all. I mean, you know, I'm a welder. I'm skilled. I know my trade. I can do stuff. You know, I can plaster. I can build. I can, you know. I've been working since a kid. You know.
Right.
Before I left school, I was doing my paper round, and then I worked for a Indian guy next door. He had a load of flats and all that lot. I used to do his flats up. And I'm like, you know, 12, 13 years old, and I'm doing painting and decorating and stripping carpets out, dirty old filthy carpets, and putting new ones down and painting his flat so that he could get his tenants in as quick as possible. You know what I mean? And make loads of coin.
Yeah.
And I was getting a $5 an hour. I thought I was getting well paid, but really, I was being exploited. Because he was getting real good value out of me. Certainly was, because when you're a young lad, you got loads of energy, and you know you're earning money, and you're all over the place, aren't you? You just get on with it, don't you?
Unless you have your own employment, you know, you're pretty well being used up, you know.
Yeah, I was self-employed quite a long time. Yeah, I have my own light removal and delivery business. Yeah.
All right.
And then my girlfriend fell pregnant, and so we ended up getting married, doing the damn thing. And she was on a career path. She wanted to go on a career path, and so I gave up my job so that she could pursue her academic career. And she went very, very high up, really high up. I won't tell you exactly because people can sort of identify this shit if I elaborate too much. You can find out who she was, but she went so high up. It's awesome. It's absolutely awesome. She went beyond, if you know what I mean.
Right.
I was expecting her almost every week to be interviewed on a news night, you know, or something, you know. And she could well have done. She was certainly qualified too.
Cool.
She went very high up in the nursing profession, if you know what I mean.
Right.
Yeah.
Great. Leslie, you ready to come back on?
Are you coming back on, Leslie? Cool. Where is she?
She's in the comment section here.
She's still in the comments. No, these are her old comments. I think she's got. Oh, she might have come back. Don't know if she's there now.
Oh, I see. Okay. Getting tired. I gotta go to bed soon. It's 1:30 in the morning here.
It's all right.
I'm gonna go let you go, David.
Yeah. Okay, buddy.
Thank you for talking, chatting it up.
No, it was really
Do it
nice.
again.
Yeah, certainly, sir. You know, I don't like being called sir, actually. All right, Mister.
All right.
Bye.
All right, mate. All right.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, David.
Oh, you take care.
Love
Who
you,
says
brother.
bye? That's that Heather.
Yeah,
Thank you,
bye.
Heather. Nice to talk to you, Heather.
Nice talking to you.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you very
Remember
much.
that book. Remember that book. I didn't finish telling you about it actually.
Yes.
Because no, this guy, the guy who wrote the book, has done a really excellent YouTube presentation, and it's called Big Pharma Exposed. That's the title of it. You should be able to get that on YouTube. Type that in, Big Pharma Exposed.
Oh, wow.
And it should be James Davies, and it's awesome. And he tells you all about the DSM, which is the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of, which is like the Bible of the psychiatrists. And they got about 9 people around a table to invent loads of illnesses, tons of them.
Wow.
And at one point, one of the psychiatrists in there, he said, "Oh, we can't include that disorder in the category because I do that."
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Whatever it was, you know what I mean? Bloody hell! It's a real eye-opening book and shows you how corrupt it is.
I hear ya.
Yeah. So yeah,
Right, dude.
so it's Big Pharma Exposed. Watch that.
Yeah.
You'll be pretty shocked by what you see. But your son, I hope he gets out of hospital as soon as possible and gets well. But the drugs that they put them on, you might see him deteriorate when he goes in there because they're no good for nobody.
Right.
So but there you go.
All right. Thank you very much. Take care, my friend.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Thank you very much. All right.
Bye-bye.
Good night, everyone. Cheers. Yeah. We've got 3 people there. Well, that was quite a conversation. That was quite nice. Well, very nice. Quite nice. Very good, isn't it? Quite nice and very good. Yeah, good. Covered quite a few things there. Just keep on keeping on, innit? Each one teach one. Don't believe the bullshit. Don't give up hope. Hope springs eternal. Believe in the miracle of the planet and believe in the miracle of our God-given reason and commitment to life itself, which they're trying to destroy. So, we can't, not try and preserve the planet for our children. It's a duty. It's not something that we can not participate in. So, in any way, shape, or form, even a smile can brighten somebody's day and create value. Just one simple act of kindness, can really help lift someone's spirits who's really feeling like shit. So, they might be on the way to do away with themselves, and you just might be the right person just to say, "You're all right, mate," have a word with them and help them. So anyway, morning's come up now, so see you, Leslie. See you on the next one, hopefully. I'll just show you the outside. we got the horrible sky coming up again. Going to be no sun today again. It looks like it. It's horrible, isn't it? You know. Well, you know, it's every day this crap. We've had about I don't know, 4 days of, you know, a little bit of sun, you know, and they soon sort of messed those 4 days up. So it's diffused light through a veil of chemicals. It's not good. But, you know, if somebody doesn't get their shit together, you know, somebody some considerable stature, couldn't say that, huh? You know, doesn't step forward and, you know, call time on these monsters and criminals. I mean, you know, I think that's what needs to happen. Somebody, you know, the only people anyone will listen to is some kind of famous guy. So, you know, a woman, you know. I mean, somebody's got to step up at some stage. But if they don't, what we're going to have is serious chaos. And when the chaos comes and people see through the lies and everything that's been told, people are going to be very, very angry. And that could, well, you know, it's got to be dealt with in the right way. People have not got to lose their cool. They've got to be very angry, yeah, but very peacefully protesting and standing up. I think there should be a massive general strike, really. Down tools completely non-compliance with every single tyrannous bit of crap that they want us to, hoops they want to jump through, you know what I mean? And we don't want 20-minute cities, 15-minute cities, whatever they are, and all that bullshit. When we herded crammed into little places and have all our things, all our belongings taken off, you know, all our land and houses taken off us and all that. And it won't be just the average Joe with virtually nothing like myself. It'll be very, very rich people. Hi, forever, love. Oh, it's brilliant to see you. Oh, so nice to see you. So kind. Yeah, I was just saying, I mean, these ridiculous forums, you know, this World Economic Forum, you know, what the hell, you know, what we need is world economic decorum. Yeah, you know what decorum is, don't you? You know, it's behaviour, isn't it? Decorum. If you're decorous, you're behaving well and all that, you know. But, you know, if we just allow them to take everything from us, you know, you'll have heard the phrase, you'll own nothing and be happy. Really? I don't think we'll be happy. We'll be completely pissed off, you know. It's ridiculous. But they'll no doubt make us happy with, you know, well, if they get that evil way, then no doubt have a way of making people happy, rather like in that horrible book. What's it called? It's a horrible book. I don't like it at all. What was it? Brave New World. Yeah, load of horrible shit. Yeah, they gave so much to the masses, something that sort of made them feel completely happy with their subservience. You know, it was some drug. It's called Soma. It wasn't very nice. Anyway, there we go. I'm knackered now. Is it alright if I go? Or do I have to carry on burbling all day? Come on, tell me to push off. You still there forever, love? How's the bunnies? I love your bunny rabbits. They're so cool. And the music in the background. Some of it goes perfectly with them. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I need a beautiful sleep now. I've been up most of the night. And I'm on antibiotics. Feeling a bit crap anyway, but some massive chest infection. Had a course of antibiotics, and now I'm on my second course. So hopefully this one will shift all the crap. But I've given up smoking, except for the occasional cigarette which I make out of parsley, believe it or not, which is non-allergenic and organic, and I put a filter in it, and it's got no nicotine in it, and it's pretty good if you just want to just feel like having a smoke for some stupid reason, perhaps because you're bored and you're still chained up in hospital. So, but yeah. Oh, bless you, love. Thank you. You're very kind. Yeah, I think I'll go then. So I'll see you all bit. Good night. I'll leave you a little bit of music. This is actually some music I did with my art therapist. They were a music therapist in 2017. I've been in hospital since 2016. 7 years. It's just amazing, isn't it? One pill after another. I can still think. I like this one. I'm doing the percussion, but the pianist is fantastic. It's called June. It's from China. She's a lovely person. Yeah, this is a CD. I was quite surprised actually, because she did these recordings and then of us, and she sent me 4 CDs of, well, she's called it my music, but it's her music as well, really. It's a joint effort, but she's written, my name was copyright kind of thing. It's not, somewhere I'm playing melody and playing guitar, a little bit of piano occasionally, and what else? I've got one of those, rainbow things. It's like a synth pop.
can't hear me over the music. Glad you like music. I better go. What's to the Netherlands? Hope your tulips are coming up nice now. Hope your tulips are coming up nice now. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing them. The new bunny rabbits in the sunshine. Would be nice. See you, love. Thanks very much. Lovely to see you. Bye. I'm going now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll wait for the gong. I think it's the gong at the end of this.